following my review from last week for that Nike Shox R4, I decided to go ahead and search a pair of Nike Shox TL, which dropped also in the early 2000s. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at the latest color combination which just became available here in the UK last week of September. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this pair of Nike Shox TL, which dropped alongside the Nike Shox R4 range in the early 2000s. But it seems that this one just dropped here in the UK in this last week of September. So I decided to go ahead and take it for a review. So let's go ahead and start with the box, guys, which, as you can see, as most of these releases coming from Nike, will come in this red box, which will have this big Nike lettering, also the Nike swoosh in this white color here on top. And we're also gonna have slightly smaller ones on each side of the box alongside this sizing tag as well. So let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So in today's video, we're gonna have a look at this latest color combination available for this Nike Shox TL. Full confession, guys, when these ones dropped in the early 2000s, I was actually quite still young, and to be honest, I didn't see this range as being too nice on the market. I really didn't understand this technology with this Shox. But now, as it's coming back after around 20 years, I need to admit that my mind has changed completely. So it started with that Nike Shox R4, for which I dropped a review last week, which for sure I found it to be quite nice even now after 20 years. I really feel that the design for that one is still quite futuristic, and those shocks at the back are looking quite good, and they will also provide a very good level of comfort. So following my experience with that one, I decided to try to get the Nike Shox TL, with TL standing for total. So this one, guys, it's available right now here in the UK, at least, for the retail price of £155 or around 175 US dollars. So as I said earlier, this one dropped for the first time back in the early 2000s, and everyone was saying that the design is a bit too futuristic. But now in 2023, if I'm not mistaken, they decided to bring it back on the market. So we had a few color combinations being released, and they are still available on the market. So with that out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this one. So as you can see, for this upper, we're gonna have a mix of a few materials. As a base layer, we're gonna have this nylon mesh material, which also feels quite plasticky. So this one will be present in the midfoot on both sides, and also on the sides of the tobo section, and also at the front as well. As you can see on top, we're gonna have this rubberized fused material, which for sure will give it a bit of a construction. So on both sides in the midfoot, we're also gonna have this reflective Nike swooshes, which will have this blue stitching on the side, which in my opinion looks quite nice. As another material used for this upper, we're gonna have this mesh material in this gray color, which will be quite visible here at the top of the tobo section and for most of this tongue as well. And here at the front of the tobo section, we're also gonna have some reflective hints as well, which will also be present for these Nike swooshes as well. So another material, guys, used for this upper will be present here at the back, covering most of this heel section, which is gonna be a synthetic leather material, which will also have some perforation holes. And at the back of the heel section we're also gonna have this reflective material which will keep in place this Nike Shox bubble. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have these loops in this gray color which will also have some reflective stripes on top. So this lacing system will keep in place these flat gray laces, and underneath these laces, as I said earlier, we're gonna have this mesh tongue, which underneath will have a good amount of padding, and this one at the top will have this perforated synthetic leather, which will have the Nike Shox logo alongside the Nike Shox lettering, which will come in this blue color. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have this silver lining, which underneath will have a decent amount of padding, which for sure will keep your foot quite good in place. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this glued foam insole, which will have imprinted here at the heel section this Nike Shox lettering alongside the logo as well. So going towards the midsole, guys, you can see that for this one we're gonna have this TPU plastic heel counter support, which will come in this blue color. So this one will give a bit of support, and as you can see it will also run for most of this length of this shoe, which will separate the upper from the midsole. So that will actually take us now to this Shox midsole, which will have this very nice design, I would say. I think that now in 2024 this one makes more sense. I really feel that back in the 2000s this was a bit of its time, so I guess that's why it didn't work too well on the market. But I would say that now I actually like it a lot. This one looks quite nice with these columns. So in my opinion, I feel that this one, it actually doesn't add too much weight to this overall shoe, and the design looks quite nice. So now, guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this gray color, which as you can see at the front will have a different design to the heel section. I really feel that this front part will actually give a very good grip. As you can see here in the midfoot, we're also gonna have this Nike Shox window, which looks quite nice. So I feel that this one, even though it looks quite thick, it's also quite flexible. So for sure I would say that this one will provide with that midsole a very good level of comfort. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I decided to go with my true to size, and I need to admit that for me, as I have a skinny feet, this one feels actually a bit too long, which I think is gonna be the same for people with normal feet. So my recommendation will be that for skinny and normal feet you should go with a half size down, and just in case you have wide feet, guys, then you can stay with your true to size. So overall, guys, this brand new re-release of this Nike Shox TL range, in my opinion, it's looking quite nice. I really feel that even now in 2024 the design is still quite futuristic, but I think that now these columns are closer to the reality. I think that back in the 2000s these ones looked way too futuristic, and even though for this one we're gonna have synthetic materials all around, I still feel that this one for just 155 pounds it's quite decent. We're also gonna have a very good level of comfort, and in the same time this one won't be too heavy either. Unfortunately, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of this colorway. As I said earlier, I will try to get into my collection that full white colorway, which really looks quite nice. But if you don't have any issues with the color, guys, most definitely this is quite a nice one. As I said earlier, I really feel that this one looks so nice on foot. We're also gonna have these reflective hints on top as well, but don't forget to go with that half size down. I really feel that this range actually runs quite long. Of course, this is not gonna be for everyone. The design is still quite strange, at least comparing with the classic designs. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of one of these latest color combination available for this Nike Shox TL. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!